Hello everyone, this is Cesen and welcome back to another episode of Display Calibration. Not long ago I posted a video explaining in a simple way what it means to calibrate a display and why they should be calibrated professionally. Now I'm going to show you guys the settings for this amazing display, the LG OLED C7. Some of you asked for it and finally I'm doing it. This TV, it's amazing guys. So let's get to it and I hope you guys enjoy. First of all, when you guys go to the picture mode, you guys should choose Expert Dark. Once you choose Expert Dark on OLED light, you guys are going to choose you're gonna drop it to 28. That will put the brightness around 120 nits for 100% brightness. That's, remember guys, that's without HDR. On contrast, you're gonna put it at 86. It clips a little bit the whites, but the way it clips them is in a way that the whites don't reach that high, but some content will actually clip at it. So if you guys don't want that, you could actually keep it at 85 where it starts, but that's actually the best, 85 and 86. Brightness, I put it at 51. I'm gonna explain why I just brought it up a little bit more instead of 50. Sharpness, I left it at 10. Color, I left it at 50, but remember, this is for dark room environment. Later on, I will post a video for video gaming, so I'm gonna calibrate the TV to do gaming, so the colors are gonna be popping up, so I'm pretty sure the color settings are gonna change, but it's still gonna be in approximation of calibration. Tint is gonna be 0. Picture options, you guys gonna leave noise, MPEG noise reduction off. Black level, put it at low. Real cinema on. Motion eye care off. True motion off. Expert on dynamic contrast, guys. On this TV, it brought a special HDR metadata enhancement. So what it does is that on HDR10 content, which is a static HDR picture high dynamic range, what it does is something similar to what Samsung is promoting, which is called HDR10 Plus. But on dynamic contrast from LG, you can get that same effect if you put it on low. On low, you will get that metadata enhancement for every picture that comes, every different picture that is moving. You guys are gonna get that type of effect like HDR10. Now, if you go to medium or high, that's just gonna be normal dynamic contrast. So remember, either low or none, because if you put it in medium, it's gonna really change the picture or the picture quality of it. That's extra processing for the TV. It doesn't. LG doesn't mention it, even though they say it on the CES and the shows, and if you look at the instructions. But it's just that they haven't made it into a separate settings for them. So either you leave it at low or you can leave it off. If that's up to you. But do not put it on medium. If you want a high quality, true to the cinematographer way, do not put it medium or high. Super resolution off. Color gamma, leave it on auto, because at the moment it changes to HDR, it's going to change the color gamma to extended or wide color gamma. H enhancer, leave it off. Color filter, that's only for calibration. On the gamma, I'm leaving it at BT 1886. That is the real name for what gamma used to be. You can either put a 2.2 if you want a little more brightness, but this one actually follows the electro-optical transfer function of the TV or digital displays. So I calibrated with that. So you guys should have a better and amazing picture quality. On the color management, we're gonna go to red, and then on red you're gonna put saturation on 1, tint on 2, and luminance -5. On green, you're gonna put saturation 0, tint 0. Tint -3, luminance 2. On blue, you're gonna put saturation 1, tint 3, luminance 2. On cyan, you're gonna go to saturation -1, tint 0, luminance 1. On magenta, I didn't need to do anything on it, so magenta will be all zeros. On yellow, saturation will be 0, tint will be -2, and luminance would be 0. That's it for color management. Then you guys, we're gonna go to white balance, and on white balance you're gonna go to color temperature, put it warm number 2, which I have said before is about having the true white of what it means to the correct settings as K6500. And then on the 2-point calibration, we're gonna go on low point. Red, you're gonna put it on -2, green on -2, and blue at -2. On the high point, put it red 3, green -2, blue -4. Then switching to the 20-point calibration, which guys, it took me a long while to calibrate this TV. That's why it costs so much to really do it when I do it professionally for other people, for customers. On the 20-point calibration, I set on the LG to have a target luminance of 120 at 100 white luminance, and then we drop it to 5 because I like to start from the beginning, from the low numbers. On 5, we're gonna have an adjusting luminance of -2, red 2, green 0, and blue 0. IRE, put it to 10 on point 10. Luminance -1, red 2, green 3, and blue -2. On 15, luminance 0, red -2, green 0, blue -4. On IRE, point 20, luminance -8, red 2, green -1, blue -1. On IRE 25, luminance would be -4, red 0, green 0, blue -2. On point 30, luminance -3, red 0, green and blue 0. I didn't need to adjust any of the red, greens, and blues because once I did the color management, they all felt good. So I just did the luminance adjustments. And then on 35, so I'm just gonna keep it on this little icon because I'm only gonna show you guys the IRE of the luminance. And the luminance of 30 is -3. On 35, luminance is going to be -2. On 40, luminance is going to be -4. On 45, luminance 0. On 50, luminance 2. Let me make sure of something. On 55, luminance 1. On 60, luminance will be 0. So red, green, and blue still 0. On 65, luminance 4. On 70, luminance 5. On 75, this one I had to do some changes because it needed to. Luminance 11, red -8, green -8, blue -7. On 80, luminance 2. On 85, luminance would be 2. On 90, luminance will be 1. 95, luminance will be 0. Red, green, and blue will still stay the same, 0. And at 100, the adjusting luminance will be 0, red 0, green 2, and blue 0. After you guys do all that, you do apply to all inputs. And after you guys apply to all inputs, you have to remember that if you put a USB with the video in it, it's gonna change the settings. If you guys have it on Netflix or Hulu or the Vudu apps, it's gonna change the settings. So for every app or for a USB or for a DVD player or for regular TV, you have to change the setting, copy the settings, because all of those are different modes that would adjust the same thing. So if you save it for one type, it's not gonna save it for all of them. So make sure you guys apply to all of those what you guys need to get, need to do it. When it goes to HDR, you have to apply some stuff too, similar, because not all of them are the same. But you could either leave it like that, or whenever you're playing regular standard content, it will be like that. I hope you guys enjoy this TV. Whoever has it, I know you're enjoying it too. And whenever I have a game setting mode, I will do it for those gamers. Okay. Hope you like this and enjoy, guys. See you next time.